Hi, everybody. I want to thank you all for participating. This has really been fun. This is much better than me just reading it and posting it, is to have this feedback. And so thank you everyone for participating. I hope you're enjoying it too. I love hearing what you have to say. I love new insights. That's why I love going to meetings. And this has been like a meeting for me. So thank you. Today I'm going to read May 9th. Courage to Change, May 9th. One evening, I was taken by surprise when another member complimented me. I was very uncomfortable with this gesture of kindness, feeling inside that I didn't deserve it. When I tried to talk her out of her kind words, she refused to take them back. She insisted that I deserved her compliment and others as well. I began to realize how far down my feelings of self-worth had sunk while living with an alcoholic. I couldn't even consider that there might be something nice about me. My sponsor suggested that I make a list of the things I liked about myself. It was awkward and embarrassing, and my list was very short. But it was a start. When I shared it with my sponsor, she agreed with every nice thing I said about myself, refusing to let me negate them when I tried, instead of focus on my shortcomings. As a result, I am learning to like myself and to see that I have many qualities are worthy of compliments. Today's reminder: one way to learn to love myself is to accept the love of others, even if I don't feel deserving. I can be grateful for another's kindness, and if I appreciate something about someone else, I can tell them so. A small gesture can go a long way toward healing a hurting soul. Boy, this is so true. I love that about Al-Anon is, let us love you till you love yourself. That is a great motto in Al-Anon. Because we come in so beat up, and we've been gaslighted, manipulated, lied to. With an alcoholic, you get lied to so much, you start to wonder if you're making shit up. Like, you start doubting your own sanity. You start doubting it. I mean, because they're so sick, and the disease is so sick that it makes you feel, God, you just think, God, did that really happen? Because an alcoholic can look right at you. You could say, hey, when you came in last night at 3 a.m, you knocked over the kitchen table and broke my mother's vase. Let's say that, right? And they'll say, no, I didn't. Right? Now you've already cleaned it up. You put the table back. And they say, no, I didn't. I came in and I did this, and you told me blah blah blah, and and they're so convincing, right? And then they start to cry or something. You always blame me. The dog probably knocked over that vase, and you're blaming me. Then all of a sudden you start to wonder, did the dog break that? Did I make that up? Did it really happen? I mean, it is really debilitating. And if you've done it for a long time, you really stop to trust your own instincts, your confidence just gets beat apart. You feel like a piece of shit. You don't want to bother anybody. You're just exhausted. And I think this is really a great idea. We do that 4-step where we look at our part and we look at what's going on, our fears and everything. But I really think that list of good assets is so important. Like, what am I good at? If you've lived with an alcoholic for a long time, you don't feel like you're good for nothing, right? So this thing where you also, when people compliment you, when people compliment me, when they started complimenting me, I'd be like, no, let people compliment you. Say thank you. Just say thank you. Just try that thank you. And I started trying to see things that people did were special for me. Like, I know this seems silly, but when you walk into a door and the person in front of you kind of holds it open, and say thank you. right? Thank you. Not, oh, no, no, I'll get it myself, you know. Just thank you. And let them do something kind for you. If someone wants to take your basket up at the grocery store, say thank you. And take that as a little gift, right? That's from a human being to another. When you go to Al Anon, right? Someone wants to pour you a cup of coffee. Take that in. I mean, that seemed like simple stuff, but in the beginning, it's so hard because you feel so shitty about yourself, right? I should have done this. I should have done that. I should have left him long ago. I should have told her, you know, I should have made her leave, or, you know what I mean? You know, I should have answered the phone, whatever. It's always us, right? It's always us. So let people love you till you love yourself. Let people on this group be friends with you. Comment. Say nice things. There's so much shit in the world anymore. I mean, I have personally left a whole bunch of groups recently because I was like, this is so toxic. Why would I want this in my life? I joined these groups to get some new perception and some new attitude, and all I'm hearing is bullshit. You know what I mean? And I don't do that anymore. I don't listen to bullshit. I don't listen to anything negative. I don't listen to the news. I've become very selective what I put in my head. And when someone's nice to me, I say thank you. And I try to be nice back to other people. I think kindness goes a long, long way. So I'm glad you're here, every single one of you. And I love you. And I understand. And I think there's nothing better than knowing you're understood. And you're not crazy. And you haven't made things up. And you need to start trusting your gut again. Because that's another thing that goes, your instincts, because they've told you lies so much. And you want to believe them because you love them. So I understand this reading, and it takes a while. So be patient. But if you keep coming to meetings and you stick in the answer, like I always say, if you focus on the problem gets bigger. But if you focus on the solution gets bigger. So be around nice people. Look for nice people. Okay? If you stick around the shit, it's going to get shittier. Okay? So keep reaching out. And now that we're on Zoom and Facebook and Instagram, and we have these connections to each other through technology, it's a lot easier to find like-minded people. Okay? So I love you all. Thanks for listening. See you tomorrow.